In 2017, one of the world's most iconic car brands stepped into the world of luxury yachts. It debuted at the Monaco Yacht Show. It was not a super yacht, it was not even a cruiser, but a sleek 37-foot carbon fibre dayboat designed to carry the unmistakable DNA of Aston Martin on the water, and it's called the AM37. It debuted at the Monaco Yacht Show with a fantastic, serious fanfare. It promised speed, craftsmanship and bespoke luxury, and carried a hefty price tag of $1.6 million. But where are they today? Where is it today? The project is effectively over, and only 4 boats were ever built. So what happened? The AM37 wasn't just a boat. It was positioned as an extension of Aston Martin's lifestyle philosophy. What the company called art of living. To bring it to life, Aston Martin partnered with UK-based yacht builder called Quintessence Yachts. The boat was designed by Aston Martin's chief creative officer at the time, Marek Reichman, ensuring the lines echoed the curves of the DB series cars. It was low profile, it was sculpted flanks, it was an unmistakably Aston Martin running through its DNA. The AM37 was a luxury dayboat entirely built in carbon fibre, and it offered 2 models. The standard AM37 with a top speed of 45 knots, and the AM37S, a high performance machine which was capable of doing in excess of 50 knots. Power came from twin Mercury petrol engines, high output marine performance units capable of pushing this sleek hull through the water at serious speeds. The Helm featured integrated navigation, digital displays and advanced multimedia systems, and a nod to the automotive interior design that you'll see in the cars. Inside there was a compact cabin, shall we say, a small galley, a seating area with air conditioning and premium leather and wood finishes. Everything was bespoke. Buyers could customize the colours, the materials, even down to the stitching, much like ordering an Aston Martin car. So this was a premium model boat. The AM37, well, it made its public debut at the 2017 Monaco Yacht Show. It attracted a huge attention. Aston Martin handed over the first unit in August 2017. And, well, the expectation around 8 to 10 boats per year. Well, on paper, that didn't seem unrealistic for an ultra luxury product tied to a prestigious automotive brand. But the orders, well, they didn't flow. Despite the hype, only 4 boats were ever produced, and that's it. No more. That for comparison, even the ultra limited supercars typically exceeded those numbers. Well, why? Well, for a day boat, the price tag of $1.6 million is, well, kind of steep. You want to do more on a 1.6 million pound, not pound, dollar, sorry, boat than just have it as a glorified speedboat. Although, you know, we're talking back in 2017, so prices have moved on now. So if they were to have a go in 2026, would it sell better? Be interesting if they could, Aston Martin could find another builder for it. But anyway, the market for ultra luxury branded day boats is extremely niche. Buyers at that level often commission larger yachts instead. And the overlap between Aston Martin and car buyers and high-end yacht buyers is smaller than you might think. The AM37 wasn't competing with standard 37 boats. It was competing with custom-built tenders, boutique Italian day boats, established marine luxury brands. They were basically trying to steal some of the Arriva Akurama's customers. It was, I don't want to say steal, but you know, it moved some of their customer base over. The AM37 wasn't competing with these standard 37-foot boats. And the brand recognition, cars don't automatically translate to amazing boat credibility, although Lamborghinis seem to have done it with theirs. The builder's downfall, let's have a look at that. Then came the bigger problem. In 2021, Quintessence Yachts faced insolvency. The company that physically built the AM37 collapsed. Without its product partner, the project had no manufacturer base. So while Aston Martin as a brand continues to exist and has explored other marine partnerships, the Pacific AM37 project effectively ended there. No relaunch, no successor model, and no revised production plan, just silence, which I think is a shame. So would you call it a failure? Well, that depends on how you define a failure, really. Commercially, you could say, well, yes, it didn't meet its projected product targets. And strategically, well, perhaps it was more of a brand experiment. Aston Martin has long explored luxury lifestyle extensions, from apartments to even submarines. The AM37 fit into the broader ambition of becoming more than just a car manufacturer. But entering the marine sector is, well, not simple, as this case proves. Boat building is capital intensive, margins can be tight, and sometimes boat builders can use deposit money from other yachts that are newly sold to complete other builds. So it's a case of moving money around. Some builders have done that. I'm not mentioning any names, but that is a working practice. So boat building is capital intensive, margins can be tight, and demand is sensitive to economic cycles. Between 2017 and 2021, global luxury markets saw volatility, including Brexit and uncertainty in the global pandemic that we saw a few years back. High-end discretionary purchases often get delayed in times when it's uncertain. And you know, we had a 5-year period over the pandemic when this sort of fell into. Really, it was I think it was a lot a victim of that as well. So what about today? Well, as of 2025, looking back now, the AM37 project is considered closed, which is a crying shame. Aston Martin still exists, obviously, and that's making luxury sports cars, but there has been no continuation of the AM37 line as the company went bust. Quintessence Yachts went bust. So the 4 boats that were built now are incredibly rare, and in fact you could call them unicorns if you like. For collectors, rarity often increases desirability, and unlike mass-produced vessels, the AM37 is well, it represents a very specific niche moment in Aston Martin's design history. So I can see the values of it just increasing. The AM37 is important. It represents something bold. It showed the traditional automotive brands basically how to do it, really. And if they were willing to step in the marine world, it's not just about licensing a logo, but embedding the design philosophy into a vessel, the very DNA of the car company into a vessel. So visually, even today, it still looks modern, as you can see from the footage. It's sleek, elegant and understated. It wouldn't look out of place pulling into any harbour, you know, even Port Hercules, where you can see in this footage. So guys, it's your turn now. You have a say in the comments. Should car brands build boats? Let me know what you think. Should they ever go, or should they just stick to building cars? So we've seen similar attempts from other automotive manufacturers over the years. Some have succeeded, many sort of quietly faded away. Boating is a very specialist industry with its own heritage brands. Trust, service networks and long-term support matters enormously when you're dealing with 7-figure vessels. So perhaps the AM37 was simply too early. Like I said before, if they had launched it again now in 26 or 27, it may be a different story. Or what do you think? Let me know in the comments. Is it too niche? Is it still too niche? Or aimed at too small a crossover audience? So the Aston Martin AM37 wasn't a bad boat at all. It wasn't poorly designed. It wasn't controversial in any way, and it's just simply a rare boat now. You know, only 4 exist. So if you like the content, please give the video a like. Please subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. I'm trying to grow the channel, and I need you to give us a hand doing that. And please share the video if you like the content. So I shall see you in the next video. Bye for now.